What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back in the building, and we got my quick breakdown of Mavericks and Raptors, video style. Just some things that I've seen, on the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball. Just some things that I feel like maybe the Mavericks can improve on defensively and why things happen. I said I don't think they're the best transition D, and just little defensive breakdowns that they have that they can kind of work out. Hopefully, they can get those together and they can become an even better defensive team, because right now teams are shooting about 47% from them against them on the defensive side. So let's just, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Get over here. Over here. All right. So first, one of the things I said, the problems with the Mavericks are transition defense. And that's a problem, especially when you're playing an athletic team. So we know the Raptors, they like to push the ball. They like to push the ball quickly. As soon as they get the ball, they like to go with it. Van Fleet was not in the game, so they play a lot of point forwards. Pascal Siakam, OG Obaniah, and Scotty Barnes. Those are your point forwards. All of them about 6'7", 6'8", can handle the ball. And once they get the ball, they get out and go. And so here's just something right here is one of the reasons why I feel like they need to get better and why they are not as good as they should be on transition defense. Now watch this play right here. This is alley-oop by Luka, okay? So you got the alley-oop by Luka. Now once he's missed that play, right? Once he has missed that play on that alley-oop, Dorian Finney-Smith and Dinwiddie, they have to get back. Those two are not going to be in this play. They're not getting the rebound. So once he missed that, Luka's already transitioning back. Reggie Bullock is already transitioning back. But those two guys already have to get back. They already have to start pushing the ball back. They already have to push themselves back, because Luka through the oop, if he makes it, they're going back anyway defensively. Neither one of these are going to contribute for this defensive rebound. So as soon as that shot goes up, they need to be heading back defensively, getting ready for the break, because if this shot is missing, which it was, alley-oop was, boom, they're already gone. They're getting the transaction. Scotty Barnes is calling for the ball. Pascal Siakam there. Gary Trent Jr. is going. They are going. They're already behind the 8-ball, Finney-Smith and Dinwiddie, especially Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith had to go hard. Once that shot was gone, he had to already start heading back to the court for defense. But because they didn't, this is what happens. See, now they have the matchup. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4. And Luka's the only one back. So you have essentially a 4-on-3. You're winning that. And because they didn't come back too hard on defense, now Luka, Reggie Bullock is telling him, hey, take the ball. But because nobody has this man, Luka has to almost kind of hedge back and forth, because he's looking like this could be the pass. If he doesn't hedge toward that man that's breaking toward the basket, he can drop that pass. That's an easy dunk. So Bullock is telling him, take that middle man right here, but Luka has a two-man go right here. So he has to hedge back and forth. Luka commits, right? And so your easy dump off is right here, or he can go to the hole. But the easy dump off is right there. And that's what happens. Easy dump off, bucket. This is just, let's see, some offensive plays. Good kick out by Luka, 3-point shot. One thing I like about what Luka does right here, he draws that defense. I like when he's going to the hole. I don't mind his little step back threes. Sometimes I think he does it too much. But when he is pushing and penetrating the ball like that and causing three people to defend him when he goes inside, that's when the kickouts are available in those wide open threes. You can see right here. Good pass by Luka. Transition D right here. I think that's Siakam, Pascal Siakam once again. He's putting the pressure on Dwight Powell. Because they're not getting back enough, and because Dorian Finney-Smith is probably playing the right way, because he's dropping down because he's trying to see, but he should have came up a little bit quicker on OG Obaniah. I believe that's him. and then nobody boxes out. Easy bucket. Watch this by Luka. One thing I like about Luka when he does this play, he doesn't. One thing I like about Luka, he goes at a good pace. When he drives to the hole like this, he doesn't go super fast so he can get the commitment by defense. He kind of goes he kind of slows down, ramps down his speed so he can keep his eye on what the defense is doing so he can always look for a pass. And he's always trying to see what the defense is going to commit to him. So when he's coming right here, he's slowing down. He's seeing Gary Trent commit to him, right? He's seeing Gary Trent Jr. commit to him. So because he has that commitment right here, you see how he's slowing down? And he's getting – you see the hedge right here because they're all thinking Luka is going to kick it out because he's got a guy right here. He's got a guy right here. But watch what he does. That's what I love about Luka. He slows his body down so when he's going to the hole and he feels somebody on his back, he doesn't go all the way to the hole fastly. He doesn't go all the way to the hole slowly. He kind of just looks at the guy. He looks for who's going to commit to him. So if somebody commits to him, then he can drop it off. If they don't commit to him, that's why he doesn't go so fast in the hole, because if they don't commit to that double team, or if they do commit to the double team, boom, he kicks it out. If they don't, he can just do like that and get the easy bucket. All right, let's see right here. We got everybody guarding their man. We're going to talk more about the defense than the offense. So here you got, who's that, Tim Hardaway Jr.? Man, oh, man, let's see what happens right here. That's a good play by the offense. Tim Hardaway Jr., who's that? He just isn't the greatest defensive player. You can post him up. He doesn't rotate it quick enough, but it's all good. Here's another play right here. This is on to me. This is on to me. When we're talking about transition defense or why they lose on transition defense, look at this play right here. All right, so you got Hardaway Jr., you got Christian Wood back up top, right? And then you got Dorian Finney-Smith right here. And I believe Luka hedges out to the corner, right? Luka's in the corner, okay? Maxi Kleber's going to the hole. At this point, when Maxi Kleber is going to the commitment of this shot, Luka right here has got his hands up, okay? Christian Wood right here, Hardaway Jr. is already going back, so he's doing his job. But right here, Christian Wood and Luka both have to start heading back. This is why they lose in transition defense, because this play right here, Maxi Kleber's going up for the shot. Christian Wood already has to start going back. He can't sit there and look at the ball. He's not getting the rebound, right? He's not getting it. So he has to start moving back to the back of the defense, okay? Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 guys underneath the basket to one person, Dorian Finney-Smith. So there's a high probability they're not going to get the rebound. And Luka's standing up here. This shot is going up. Luka's got his hands up. He's got to start getting back to defense. This is why they lose on transition defense. Both these guys are waiting for the ball. Luka's not even going to get this ball on this play. He's got to start getting back. So you see the shot missed, right? See, now shot's missed. Okay, now because that shot is missed, they're getting in and go. They like transition offense. So Christian Wood is losing right here, and so is Luka down here at the bottom of the corner. Because watch. Look at Luka. He's jogging. Because he doesn't get the ball right here, he's jogging. Christian Wood, he takes too long to get back, because if he was already back, he's already in a good defensive stance, right? But because he takes too long to get back to the end, and Luka was already out to play defensively because he's asking for the ball, which you're not getting the ball. You need to get back down court on defense. Luka's never going to be a great defensive player, but he's got to have effort. I know he plays a lot of high minutes, but he's still got to have effort out there. So right here, now you got the rebound. Boom. Now you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got a 4-on-2, right? Christian Wood is not going to have enough time to turn back around and get in a good defensive stance. He's not. So, and he knows this. He knows I have him beat because he's pushing that ball. He knows he has him beat. And then here's the quick dump off, because Christian Wood is not going to be able to turn around and make that play. That's a great play. But that's bad defense, transition defense, once again, by Dallas. And that's what I said. They're not a good defensive transition team because too many times if they miss the shot, they keep putting their hands up. And once the shot is missed, they got to push it hard back down court so they can have defensive numbers. They don't have them, and that's why this bucket happens. Goodbye, Josh Green. We love those minutes he's getting. I'm really going to highlight the defense. Not a lot of the offense today, just going to highlight the defense. So we'll look at the offensive plays. That's a good play by Josh Green right here. Here we go. Josh Green starting here with good on-ball defense. Christian Wood right here. Who's that? Kleber. There's that Luka. And I think that's Tim Hardaway Jr. Let's see what happens right here. All right, so what he's asking for the post. So Christian Wood, he sees he's asking for in the post, so he's going to drop down and do some help side D, help D. Okay. He decides he's going for the hole. That's good offensive play. That's not bad defense right there. That's good offensive play by Siakam. This was a good move by Luka. Watch how he splits that double team lovely. And then, I was telling you about how he can commit. See how he doesn't go all the way hard to the hole because he's still looking for the pass. He's looking to see if he's going to commit to him. He's looking for that. He commits enough to the hedge where he's got a wide open look. Bam. Bucket. I'll let this roll. Another good play by Luka. Like I said, he slows down his speed once he gets to that top of the key because he's looking for a pass too. Good steal by Josh Green. Takes it all the way to the hole. I love Josh Green's ability on the defensive way. He could be a top defensive player for you, straight up. All right, so this is a play right here. All right, so this is a play where I feel like Christian Wood has to be better on defense. All right, so you see where Wood is right now. There's Dinwiddie. There is JaVale McGee, Tim Hardaway Jr., Josh Green. Now, first of all, when you're looking at Gary Trent Jr., Josh Green has to know Gary Trent Jr. does not drive to the hole. He is a three-point shooter. He's not a big shot creator off the dribble, okay? Josh Green has to know that. So the pick is coming because he's looking for the pick so he can get free to shoot that three-pointer, right? So Josh Green has to come up higher on this screen and hedge. Anytime you're dealing with the shooter, you never want to go at the bottom of the screen because he has the shot. You do that with a person that can't shoot the jump shot. You go to the bottom of the pick because you're thinking he's trying to get to the hole. I'm going to let him shoot the jump shot, so I'm going to go at the bottom of the pick. If he is a shooter like Gary Trent Jr. is, you go above the pick because you have to get in front of him and not give him space so he can shoot the three. So if you look at where Josh Green is at right here, I think he had to come up a little bit higher and hedge harder. There's got to be communication right here between JaVale McGee and Josh Green. JaVale McGee has to tell Josh Green, pick is coming. He's got to be able to see or feel that, and he's got to come above that pick. So he cannot let him get space to shoot that three, JaVale McGee. Now look at Christian Wood right here, okay? So there's the play. Josh Green was already beat. I didn't like that. He should have came up to that. It wasn't even a big screen, but if he would have came to the top of that screen and pushed him farther out, Gary Trent wouldn't have been able to come off that screen the way he did. Now, JaVale McGee is doing his job as far as help defense right here, right? But Christian Wood, to me, is too far deep down in here, all right? Watch it, Dinwiddie. He has his man. He's dropping down because he's maybe rim protection, right? But he's too far down right here because watch. Okay. Now, JaVale McGee does his hedge, okay? Christian Wood is too far deep down in here. And I'll show you why. Because watch Gary Trent Jr. He does the quick pass out. Now, right here when he does that quick pass out, because Christian Wood is too deep into that post, he should be coming out here and being able to defend that. Because look at Dinwiddie right here. Dinwiddie sees Scotty Barnes come off the back pick, and then Princess Achua, he puts his body into him. Why? Because he is seeing that this man can go underneath by himself, right? He's looking at Wood. He's seeing what Wood is going to do. Now, at this point in time where Gary Trent Jr. throws this ball, Wood should be coming out here. Because if Wood doesn't stay deep and he comes out and he came out farther, now he can put his hand up because he's long. He can alter this shot. And now, because Dinwiddie is putting his body into the Chua because he's trying to see if there's going to be a two-man goal as two people open. If Wood comes out here, right here, JaVale McGee can drop down in the middle, and he can keep an eye on Princess Achua, and then Dinwiddie can jump right on here. This play is guarded. But because Wood doesn't come up high enough and he just sits there, it misses his play because McGee, now, they missed the shot and they get the score on the other end. But he could have made the three-point shot and that's a three-point play. But as I said before, Josh Green going over here, once he gave him that quick help, he should have been able to drop down right here for the rebound. Christian Wood's got to come up here and make this play. This is Wood. This is on Wood. Dinwiddie does his job because that's why he puts his body into him, because he's got to slow him down. He's looking to see if I can't just let him go, because let's say if he commits all the way to had already committed all the way to him, he's going to say, well, I'm going to stay underneath so he can't get that rebound. But because Wood doesn't commit the way he should or come up, he stays too far down underneath, and he really loses sight of his man. See? Now he's like, okay, now I see my man. But you see what Dinwiddie did. He held him off enough. So Dinwiddie did his job. So he's seeing, okay, Christian Wood is not committing to that man, so Christian Wood is backing down to go to that man, so I can't leave him wide open. But as I said before, JaVale McGee has to make a jump out here where he shouldn't have had to. If Christian Wood would have came up to the top of this key, probably about here to here, then this changes the shot. JaVale McGee could drop down, and then you got him defended, and him defended. Because if he comes up, Dinwiddie slowed him down right here, coming over here, JaVale McGee could drop down in the post, and he is guarded. But because he doesn't, that shot is wide open. Now he misses it. And look, that can be a push-off by the offense because he doesn't have good rebound position because he is pushing him in his back. Okay, they get the rebound, okay? But Christian Wood put himself out of position if you look at it again right here. Christian Wood puts himself out of position because once he comes out and makes the shot, once he comes out and shoots the ball, this man underneath right here can box Christian Wood out and get the offensive rebound. They happen to miss the shot, which is good. They get the points right here with the bucket. Good play. But you see right there, that should have been a better play on defense. They got away with that. Here's JaVale McGee. Hey, I'll take any of that, but I don't want to be seeing that all the time. Good job, though. All right, here's another play. This is a good defense by JaVale McGee right here, okay? Because he is not committing to this player right here. He's basically giving you both sides. He can go, I can defend him here, I can defend him here. So this is actually good defense by him because he's not over-committing to this man, so he can just quickly drop it off to him. He can score. He's backing in, and he's having a good defensive stance, okay? By him doing that, that's where Dinwiddie is able to get that ball. Watch it right here. Because JaVale McGee doesn't overcommit. Look how he's not overcommitting. He's not overcommitting. Dinwiddie can drop over here and make the play because he didn't overcommit. And see, good steal by Dinwiddie. Knocked out. Dinwiddie makes a good pass to Josh Green. Transition bucket. I'll just let y'all watch the offensive highlights. Good play by Christian Wood. I like when Dinwiddie attacks the ball, attacks the hole. They're better to me when they attack that hole. Attack the bucket. Right here again. It's a good play by Dinwiddie. I like Dwight Powell being in there. Okay, here we go. Here's another play where I feel like this was an overcommitment by Dwight Powell. All right, so it looks like they're in a little zone here. Okay. They play 3-2 zone and 2-3. Jason Kidd does. I see him a lot in that 3-2. But this looks like it's a 2-3 right here as far as the way you see the commitment of these two guys right here in the space and where these three guys are at. Now watch this play. I see what Dwight Powell was doing, but I feel he was still overcommitting in this zone. He still should have been about right here. He's too far down. And I'm going to show you why he's too far down. Because Dorian Finney-Smith is a good defender, like I said, right? So he's backing him down. Now he should have stayed right here. Because of his overcommitment, he throws his ball. He's got to chase, and he shouldn't have to chase. He should, if he stays right here, he does. It's a shorter path to jump back out here for the kick out. So he should have been hedging back in here instead of going as far as he did. So now, see, I can lose the ball a little bit, but because he's too deep in here, because it looks like they're playing this zone right here, right? Now, Dinwiddie does the right thing by rotating because he's seeing Dwight Powell's too far down. So he rotates up quickly, and he doesn't overcommit to the zone. He comes where he's supposed to be in the zone because you can jump out here or you can jump out here. He doesn't go too far out. But Josh Green goes too far down as well, okay? Because if Josh Green stays about right here, they're still be able to defend all these players up top. They're able to defend it. But he goes too far down in there, right? Because he goes too far down in there, watch. Now Dinwiddie comes over here. Here's the kick out. Now because he went too far, here is the kick out right here. Okay, you see Christian Wood dropping down. He's like, I can't leave this zone area because this man on this backside. So watch this. Now, Josh Green commits too much right here. Okay, he should have stayed about right here. Okay, because Dinwiddie could have slid down here. Dinwiddie could have had enough room to slid down here. Because Josh Green comes out here, okay, he's going to leave this man open. That's going to make Christian Wood come out here for the rotation, okay? Now, Dwight Powell has to drop down in here, and he has to watch this man on the backside. He loses his man on that backside, okay? So when they're rotating the ball over, Christian Wood's going to drop out. Now watch this. Now here comes the pass. Christian Wood commits to that, right? Here's Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell loses the whole total side of his man. This is on him. Because Dorian Finley Jr. can't jump down here because he's got the two men right here. So Dwight Powell should have stayed right here in that middle and be able to look at ball and man. Because if he's able to look at ball and man, he can stop this play. Because he loses track of his man and comes down in here because Christian Wood is coming out. If he's seen Christian Wood coming out for this play, he needs to stay right here because he needs to be able to look at that man right here, and he needs to be looking at the get kind of like a give and go, and that man shooting to the basket. But because he lose sight of him, okay, he shouldn't have. He should have stayed right here, look at ball and man. And because he commits, there's nobody here. So what are you doing that for? Why are you so far down in there? You have no track of a man. You lose sight of the man. That's an easy bucket. And since Dallas doesn't have any shot blockers, people are going to go to the hole against them. Another good play by Dinwiddie. All right, transition defense. Let's see what happens right here. Okay, this is another play. Okay, this is just, to me, bad communication by both players and kind of bad defense by Luka. And the reason why I'm going to tell you is bad defense by Luka because, look, here comes he's pushing the ball. Luka has a man right here. Dwight Powell, they're settling down. You got 3 on 5, right? So, Spencer Dinwiddie, you got Dwight Powell right here. Dwight Powell's just kind of giving you your help defense. Spencer Dinwiddie's right here. Luka's got a better defensive stance. Okay? That's the number one problem. Now watch. Watch when he drops off. Luka has to be in a better defensive stance. Okay? And look how he's standing. He's got to know that I see where he's helping. He has the help, but he's still got to be able to be looking at that man because their dump off could go to him. So when the dump off comes, look, he's slow to react, and he's not in a good stance where he can keep him from going baseline. Okay? He wants to force him to the middle, not let him go baseline. He wants to force him to the middle because this is where your defensive help is. So that's on Luka. Luka has to be able to get in a better stance and already been cutting off that baseline for him, so he can't go to that baseline. Dinwiddie's right here. Dwight Powell's right here. So you have help. You don't have help on that baseline because Reggie Bullock is looking for Gary Trent Jr., who's a three-point shooter. So that's on Luka to be able to, he's got to cut that baseline off. But what he did was he was lazy in the fact of he was already assuming Dinwiddie was going to help him. Okay, so he wasn't in the defensive position to make that play. So he's assuming Dinwiddie's going to help him. They got to talk, right? So Dinwiddie sees this, all right? Now, they could have played this correctly. Even him getting beat on this play, Dinwiddie could have dropped down, forced him, and Luka could have dropped and guarded this man right here. So if he let him go baseline, Dinwiddie stops him from going baseline. Luka's right here. You could double and you can jump out. Luka can jump back out here for the three-point shot. But because they don't do that, they don't communicate, and he plays bad defense, Dinwiddie kind of just, they got to communicate. See how, look, boom. That's bad communication between both of those two and bad defense by Luka, in my opinion. Okay, here we go again. That's just a good play by Pascal. We can't really show that. That's just good defense because Dorian Finney Jr. is a good player. All right, here's another. Let's go back to this one. All right, so here we go. They're in a zone right here. Looks like they're in that 3-2 zone. 1, 2, 3. You got the 2 down here, so it looks like a 3-2 zone. All right, so you got Luka up top. He's driving. You got Dorian Finney-Smith. We get it. You still want to stay about here and be able to jump in, jump out, because you're going to have to jump back out here for a three-pointer. So you probably don't want to super commit to that middle, but you're probably looking at Luka. He's probably not the best defensively, so I'm probably going to hedge a little bit more than I usually would. So he hedges. Now right here, when this pass comes, watch this. Watch this right here. This could be a shot. Watch Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie, to me, has to slide over here. He's got to get a better hedge. He's got to give a better hedge to Dorian Finney-Smith because that three-point shot is right there, but he's still got to be able to hedge and close that. When you play in a zone, the whole point of the zone is you don't think they can shoot the ball. You don't think they're a great three-point shooting team. They got Gary Trent Jr., but Van Fleet was out. They're pretty much driving to the hole on you. They're pretty much going to go to the hole on you every single play. So you have to be able to give a better commitment on defense right here. Now watch. Now here comes the drive. We understand that man is right here, so he has to watch that. But they both have to close. They have to close. When you're playing the zone, the whole point is them not be able to dribble into the teeth of the defense. Whole point is to make them shoot three-point shots because you don't think they can shoot the three. That's why you go into the zone. Or if you want to rest, but you go in the zone because they can't shoot. And if you go into the zone, they can't dribble. They can't do this. They shouldn't be able to split that. He's got to cut that off. Okay? Dorian Finney-Smith, when he caught it, he's already got to see, I got to jump over here quicker. I said quickie. But because he doesn't, and he just gives not a half effort, but doesn't give the effort, he just reaches in, this man can penetrate the basket, right there, drop to the hole. And then now, here's the dump off. Now look at this player right here. This is Reggie Bullock. When he comes to the basket, now you got Dwight Powell. He should have stayed down here. Okay, he goes instantly to Gary Trent Jr. Luka could have jumped back out there. If he dropped down for this pass, Luka could fly over there, and then you still got Dorian Finney-Smith and can come right here. That's where the communication, y'all have to talk to each other when that ball is getting swung around. Because right here, Reggie Bullock jumps immediately right instead of staying down here because this is a 2-on-1 play, okay? Reggie Bullock can drop down here and block this pass because if he cups down here and then he throws it back out, let's say if he drops down here and he cuts this pass off and he kicks it back out, Luka's right here. Okay, Luka can jump back out there for this three-point shot, and Dorian Finney-Smith can come back out here and guard us. But because Reggie Bullock does not commit to this backside help, he jumps out there immediately for Gary Trent Jr. This is an easy play for the offense. See? Bam. Luka gets in trouble when he does that, but hey, he got away with it there. All right, let's see this again. Let's see what we're doing right here on defense. Okay, the second half. Offense. Great play by Luka. I want to show this play again and just show you the vision that Luka has, and I'll tell you how he doesn't overcommit to the play, and that's why he gets these plays off. Now watch this. Now in that second half, they wanted to try to double and get the ball out of Luka's hands because he was doing too much damage. So right here, watch this play. Luka sees the double, right? He's got a man go right here, but he's looking at Dwight Powell. I'm going to throw an easy play to Dwight Powell, but he sees Gary Trent right there. And he sees him right here, but he sees Gary Trent. And he's looking what Gary Trent is going to do, right? So he's holding it like he's going to throw it right to him. That's what keeps Gary Trent down there because he sees he might throw it down the middle. Watch how he holds it. Like, I love how he holds the play. But then watch, he's still looking at Dwight Powell. That's why Gary Trent stays down there. But he sees this man up here, right? But watch, looks right over there. He looked right over there real quick. That gave Gary Trent Jr. enough. That look made him look over and say, I got to go out there for that three-point shot. Luka throws him off with the great pass, no-look pass, bam. So that's a great subtle play by Luka on a great pass. Man, getting too tricky right there. Shout out to my boy Gary Trent Jr. Didn't have the greatest shooting day, but great. Good to see you turning up with Toronto, averaging about 20 a game. This is Luka's shot, that left side three. She loves that step back. I hate when he does that at the end of the games, try to win it all the time, but it's all good. All right, so here we go. Let's see this play right here. We'll let that one go. All right, so we got Dorian Finney-Smith guarding Pascal Siakam right here. See right here. So right now he's probably calling for the pick or the roll. The man's putting his hand up. This is where communication's got to be good between these two. Okay, because that pick that is either going to be a pick, fake pick, but he's saying that pick may be coming. So you got to be communicating. Pick coming, pick coming, pick coming. Pick coming, right side, right side. Let's see. Yep, right side, here it comes. So you got to be talking to each other right here, right? So when this comes right here, there's actually good defense by both of these guys. Okay, look at Dorian Finney-Smith, Tim Hardaway Jr. He's looking to see if he beats him off the dribble, he should be able to drop down and he takes his man. That should be the switch. But he decides to go all the way to the hole. Watch Dorian Finney-Smith stay with him. He stays with him enough. Christian Wood is coming with help, but this is where Christian Wood and Maxi Kleber have to communicate too. Okay, so after he kind of beats his man, Christian Wood is coming for the drop down. Now these two got to communicate right here. Okay, because if he's coming to the hole, Christian Wood is saying that, okay, I'm coming for this commit right here. He's coming to the hole. I'm dropping down. I'm helping. Maxi Kleber has to take this. Okay, because even if he goes to the hole and this man is underneath significantly, Christian Wood is still underneath, down here underneath. Okay, so when this man is getting beat, he's coming in with the quick help, but Maxi Kleber has to see he's coming with the help, and he has to already be hedging over here for this three-point shot. So there it is. So now Christian Wood, that's why I said there's no communication right here between these two. Christian Wood is really coming with the help. You see where I can drop down and help him, but Maxi Kleber, because he doesn't stay out here with this man, this shot is available. Watch. Okay, there it is. Now this is where they need to be communicating. Help. Christian Wood, I'm helping. Go up, go out. I'm helping down, go out. So right here, if he says I'm coming for the help, he needs to be coming out here. Doesn't have to get a full commitment out there, but he can hedge. That little bit of a hedge right here by Kleber makes this a difficult shot. Okay, because Christian Wood should be able to come with the double and be able to slide down and help right here, and Luka should be able to hedge back and forth. But because there's no communication between those two, he comes in there easy. Now it's too late. Maxi Kleber is too far down in. He's got a wide open shot. Good play. That's this Luka being Luka. Mm. I was worried about that matchup, and you hate to see Siakam go out like that, but that was huge. That was a huge part of the game right there when Siakam went out, because I think it'd have been a more problem. So that was very significant. This is just a great play by Luka right here. Good play by Christian Wood. He can do that. Good play. Good drop off. Way to see your man. All right, this is a play right here. Christian Wood loses track of his man. He's too down deep in there. I don't know if they're playing the zone right here. Okay, but Christian Wood's got to keep sight of his man. Okay, Josh Green is staying up here. He's committing up here. Christian Wood has to be right here. Okay, because there's no reason for you to be down so deep in there, right? Because that cross court pass, why are you so far down E? That's what they talk about defensive breakdown with Christian Wood. If you know you got Josh Green, he's going to play up top. You got to be able to solidify this wing. And if that was your man, why are you so deep down in here? Even if you're playing that 3-2 zone, you still shouldn't be that far down. Loses stack up, loses track. Boom. That's why he's saying. That's what Tim Hardaway Jr. is telling him. Good play by Dinwiddie. Good follow. Good bounce pass. All right, here we go again. All right, they're going to do that quick two-man. Now, he's flowing. Scotty Barnes is flowing to the ball, right? This is a good job by Dinwiddie because he can go all the way up, but he kind of drops down to kind of say, I'm not going to let Barnes get open right here, so I'm not going to give you a full commitment because I got to jump back and forth because my man might be beat. But look at this right here. This is great defense right here because this man Finney got beat a little bit, but look, that was really Dinwiddie saving his play because he didn't overcommit. He was kind of jumping back and forth. And because him jumping back and forth, he didn't overcommit. Watch that. It allowed Dorian Finney-Smith to be able to drop down. Dinwiddie's able to guard him, and now Bullock is able to still be able to keep his eye on Gary Trent Jr., and they get the steal out of it. Bam, good deal. Good job, good steal on the play. Luka with the step back three. All right, this is a play by Dinwiddie I absolutely did not like, and this is going to be the end of it right here, the end of the session. But this is what, 109 to 105 right here, okay? This right here. This is just bad defense right here. You got to play good on ball. Everybody's on man on man. Everybody's man on man right here. No zone, man on man last. 14 seconds left in the game. Dinwiddie, you cannot let this man get past you this easy and assume the defensive help. You don't have a shot blocker in the game. You don't have any shot blockers, period. You don't have any shot blockers in the game, so you have to be able to get in front of your man and not let him slide like this. He knows OG is, I believe, a dominant right-hand ball handler, so he's got to force him left. He gives him too much of an easy way to go, and he gets an easy bucket. Look at this. This is terrible defense. You should have forced him back to the opposite hand. You should have beat him to that spot and forced him to the opposite side. But because look at that, he can't. Dorian Finney-Smith can't jump off of that. And this is the last play. You let it go. Okay, there it is. Hopefully it didn't. I hope my session was cool. try to do more of these. I think my frames were skipping, so I'm going to make sure that it wasn't skipping a lot in this. So I'll go back through and check it. But I may have more sessions like these, more film breakdowns on the